Hello, and in this tutorial we're going to create a biped walk cycle using the footstep mode, if it's all that, and also how to make a cloth cape, which will with collisions and all that, so cloth physics. So and if we have time, a beard, how to make a beard. So first let's create a plane. This is with your Minecraft rig if you want, or you could create a completely new biped if you just want to know how to make a cloth cape and that without it being Minecraft related. So let's create a plane, make it larger, and maybe turn up the segments, even though that probably doesn't matter. And then let's first do the walk cycle. So just click the little Bip 001 in the very middle on the pelvis, and then go to the motion tab, and then what you want to do under the biped box is go into footstep mode, and in footstep mode you have all these little options for creating a footstep. So you've got the option of walking, running, and jumping. So we're just gonna do walking. So you could create a footstep for this frame, or you could create multiple footsteps. So that's what we're gonna do. So click on the create multiple footsteps walk, and you should get this. You've got the number of footsteps, how wide each foot is away from each other. So yeah, you can customize this, but default normally is good enough. So after you've done that, just press OK, and then you get those little indications of where the foots are going to land. Now you can customize where all these go if you want, but and after you've done all the customization, that you want, simply click the create for inactive footsteps, and now you can see that the biped has changed, and now if we scroll through, he now walks really well, which is really good. The only problem with this is I've only been able to find a way of using a walk cycle once during a certain scene. If anyone else knows a way of using this footstep mode multiple times, it would be good. But if you were to try and animate it right now, you wouldn't be able to do anything after the last footstep, which is very annoying. But there is a way around that. So go out of footstep mode after you're 100% sure for the footsteps. There's this little button here. Will convert. So click it and click OK. And now those are pretty much default keys, and you're unable to do footstep mode again. So if anyone does know, if anyone's watching this and they know a way of doing it multiple times, please mention it in the comments, because some people aren't good at animating. Like me, I'm no good at animating. So there you go. That's how you do a foot. How you do a walk cycle using the footstep mode. Of course, you can animate it by yourself, hand by hand, but sometimes you just want them to walk down in a straight line, and there's no reason not to use it. So yeah. So now we've done that bit, we'll go on to the cape. So first thing to do is to go into front mode or something, and it goes to the create panel, and in the shapes panel, not geometry, it's shapes. Create a cape shape. It could be a square, it could be a diagonal. You know, it's up to you. I'm gonna go, you know, to the default square. Now, make this as long as you want. Maybe you want it hitting the floor. Maybe you don't. You know, I know at the moment it's only a line, but we'll fix that soon. Just get it to look what you want. Now remember that when it's turned to a cloth, it will likely stretch further down. So you want to compensate for that. So after you got the length that you want, um, try to make it so that it is not intersecting, you know, going into anything, because if it does, then that's gonna make the cloth physics go very weird. That's not good. So after you've done that, and you've got it all sorted out, what you want to do is go to modifier list and look for garment maker. As you can see, it put loads of these little triangles in. Now you could do it with just loads of segments in the plane, or rectangle, or, you know. But yeah, you could, but it doesn't look as realistic as triangles do. So you can increase the amount of triangles if you want. You can decrease it if you really want to. But yeah, get to a certain amount you think is good. The more you do, the longer it will probably take to do the cloth. So yeah. So after you've done that, I like to convert it to an editable poly. You probably don't have to, but yeah. So after you've done that and you've converted it to an editable poly, you want to go to modifier list and look for cloth. And when you put that on, you get these nice little options. So let's start off with, probably going to want to use object properties. You get this objects in simulation. The rectangle, of course, is our cape, and we want that to be cloth. So change that, and you got nice little presets here. So you can have, you know, cotton, wool. You know, I don't know. I'll do cotton for now. You can have rubber. Something. So yeah, you can do that. Now, you're also going to want it so that it doesn't go randomly through your geometry. So again, back in object properties, if you've named them like you should have, because it comes in handy, you should have a simple object properties and then add objects, and then just add the arms, the legs, and the chest and all that. You may not want to use the head. It's up to you if you want to use the head. It might get in the way. Oops. Keep pressing a little bit. Add those. So I got two right arms. Okay. I'll add both. I think I named. Yeah, I need one of my feet, an arm as well, and then chest. There's chest. Right. Now with all those selected, you know, shift the top one to the bottom one, and then CTRL to get rid of the rectangle one in your selection. Change those to collision objects. You can change all that if you want. I'm just going to leave it default, and then press OK. Now if we were to simulate locally, it went a bit weird. Okay. Went a bit weird there. So what you want to do now is you're going to want to go into the press the little plus sign beside the cloth and go down to groups. whoops, wrong one. Make sure you've got the cloth selected. Now go into groups, and it's up to you, but I'm going to choose these. So just select what you want to connect to the chest so that it stays there. So when it's falling, that's the bit that doesn't, which is connected to something. So I'm going to choose the I'm going to choose those, and I'm going to make a group. You can name the group if you want, but I'm just going to leave it like that. And then what you want to do is, as it's something that's actually going to be in the simulation, I'm going to click Sim Node and click the chest. So those these shouldn't drop. So hopefully it will work. Press reset state if it doesn't look right. So after you've done that, it's time to test it, and hopefully it will work. So after you've tried simulate local, just to see how it works like that, you want to click the simulate button, and hopefully it will work. But these things are very unstable. So, click simulate. Strange, that's not supposed to happen. Weird. Now if the doesn't work with the chest, try using something that is not connected to the scene. So I'm going to retry this now. There we go. Sometimes you might have the issue with using a sim node is that it won't follow it for some reason. So if that happens, try using something that isn't in the collision objects. Which, if you're using the biped, then you shouldn't have an issue. You should just choose node. Node instead of sim node, use node and click the chest or spine. Wait, that is the spine. So yeah, yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like. Nice. It's very You also might have issues where you may have things that are clipping inside the actual object, like that. So happens, just try and move it over a bit. Forward a tiny bit if you want. And try it again. So yeah, that's how you make a cape. Mine isn't swaying much, but that's probably because I probably used a cloth that's not very very yeah, doesn't do very many creases. But you also got cloth forces, which if you want you can add which I would show just because I can. Explanation. You can use cloth forces, which if you go to your create tab and then go to space warps, you've got wind, which is very popular use. So I'm going to try it here and see what it comes out of. I'm not going to use the actual wind. I'm going to use the turbulence that is created from the wind. So I'm going to put the strength down to 0. I'm going to turn the turbulence to 1. So, and then in the cloth forces, it should be there. Wind over 1. So by clicking that button, and then bring it over, the force in the simulation. Okay, and let's see what we get. We get nothing. But yeah, if you increase the turbulence, you get a more anyway, must be a very strong cloth. Yeah, there you go. That's how you make a cape. You know, just experiment. There's loads of different presets and that. You know, probably do better than mine. It was very quick. Very easy to do. Can be very unstable in some situations, but most of the time it works. So yeah. So yeah. I'll quickly show a beard, but it's quite easy. So, how to make a beard. Oops. Okay. Now you're probably going to want to use the mirror mode for this, but first centered. Zero 0.4. You're going to want to put it somewhere. That. And to a poly. And really, all you really need to do is... That's a bit off, but that's because it's in a walk cycle at the moment. Should have done this before, but you know, you just simply another note. You should where is it? Cut it in half. So in the edge, slice plane, and cut it in half this way. So this will save you time. So cut it. Slice. Press the slice button. Go into the polygon option. Select half it and just cut it. Because what you want to do now, with only half of it, you're going to want to go to mirror in the modifier list and tick the copy button. So now everything you do on one side will be copied on the other. So that'll make it it will speed up some modeling if you want to. You know, if you're creating a new chest or something, and you know, why do you want to copy? If it's going to be exactly the same on one side, why do it twice when you can do it once and it'll work? And then you just go back in. You can show end result if you want to see it as well while you're in editable poly, and just you know, simply move things around. Extrude. Now extrude is the most useful thing if you're going to make a beard. Just want to extrude the face as you want. it's pretty much just loads of extruding. Extrude this out a bit. Extrude that in. And you got a beard. You can adjust it, you can move things around. It's quite simple. And of course when you're done, just select and put it on there. And now it should follow. So that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching this this tutorial. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section. Like it if you like, share it if you want to, subscribe. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Thank you for watching.